Ninja responded to the doc situation saying a settlement, no matter what it looks like publicly, it usually means someone did something. Okay, let's see what he said.
Involving me, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And I just got two things to say, and then we're just going to move on and keep playing Fortnite. All right, number one. Anything involving a minor at all, no matter what it is, like, is not okay. It's messed up, and it's illegal, and it's pretty simple. So, especially if you... All right, I'm not going to get too much into detail about that, but, like, come on, it's a no-brainer, right? That's number one. But number two, with the whole doc situation and just what's been released these last 2 days, like, here's what I'll point out for now, and that is, if you guys don't know, Midnight Society, which is the game that Doc helped build,
Dead Drop,
right, and create, and he was a part of the company, did their own investigative research behind the scenes, right?
And I do think that the skepticism for this potential investigative research is warranted, but I'm not sure it's entirely accurate. Because, like, whenever I think to myself, okay, you've been working with this guy for years, and you had no idea what happened, and then suddenly, within a 24-hour window, you did an entire investigation and figured out the truth, I can understand why people would... That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I understand that, but I don't think that necessarily means anything. Because I could very easily see how the opposite could be true too, where as soon as the information is made public, they would know who to ask and what to ask about, and it's like, oh, okay, well, now I know where to look. There it is. But I can see, it seems very, like, I think anybody seeing that, it's very reasonable to feel suspicious about it.
And found enough, right? Found enough evidence to let him go from the company, right? Not administrative leave, not we'll address this later. Like, let him go after doing their own research, right?
Yeah.
After doing their own internal investigation behind the scenes. So, like, if that's not enough, right, evidence or enough to... Like, they found something, is what I'm trying to say, okay?
We think. Now, what did they find? Who knows? And they could have also not done an investigation and just said this in order to distance themselves. All of these things are possibilities.
Now, I've seen a bunch of clips out there. I've seen a bunch of stuff from XUC, like, who said apparently there's more stuff coming out. So until then, it's only been 2 days into the situation. So let's just wait until we see more. But, like, that's all I have to say. Yeah, saying I didn't do anything illegal or, like, there was no wrongdoing. I mean, a lawsuit at the end of the day, not a lawsuit, but a settlement. Right, because there's talks about a settlement. A settlement, no matter what it looks like publicly, it usually means someone did something, right? Or there was some truth to enough truth. Right? You settle to cover things up. You settle to not let things get out there. All right, so...
I actually don't think that's a good argument against Doc, personally, because Twitch was the one that paid out his contract. It was probably millions of dollars. So if Doc really did do something wrong, then it would be Doc settling with Twitch and not Twitch settling with Doc, personally. I think that's the big wrinkle in this in this whole situation that I can't understand. That's the one thing that I don't get. That's the missing puzzle piece that makes everything uncertain to me.
Just do your own research, look stuff up, and just let's just keep on waiting for some more stuff. More evidence moving on in the future. But done with the drama. I didn't even want to talk about this because I hate stuff like this. But, you know, as being in the community, like a leader of the community, and same with the doc being a leader of the community, like I had to touch on it. That's my 2 cents. Don't fucking text minors or do any of that shit. It shouldn't be that difficult. Just be a good person, man, and be a leader in the community.
Well, there it is. Also, Doc initiating lawsuit and discovery and shit. Yeah, exactly. That's what, dude, they settled because they didn't have grounds for breaking a contract and hence that he can still be there. EDP didn't do anything illegal, but he still got caught with his pants down. Like, what the fuck? What you doing? You think that messaging somebody sexually that is found out to be a minor would not break the contract? You understand these contracts are being written by like teams of lawyers. You really think that that wouldn't have happened? And also, EDP didn't get a settlement from YouTube. He didn't get any money from YouTube. And I bet if he was being paid by YouTube, YouTube would not have had to give him the money. So it's not really a good parallel, is it? You can message somebody, I'm messaging this person who's a minor, it's just a hint, but it's still not illegal, it falls in line correctly. Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. I mean, I don't want to retread the same ground that we did, you know, multiple times over the past 2 days. Like, we've already talked all this out. So, like, I mean, with what Ninja's saying, I don't think that a settlement indicates anything, really. I mean, it may be right, but, like, actually, that's not true. I think it indicates something, but that something is just so unknown. I think a lot of people, this is, like, a big issue that people have, is that I think that whenever you actually break down, like, the chain of thought that people have for situations like this, there's usually a couple of really, really weak links. And I think that, like, in the example of, like, this settlement situation, we don't really know why he got suspended or why he got banned. We have no idea. It's just a couple of employees coming together saying this was the reason, and nobody here is a primary source to that information. They're all secondary. Then also during the settlement, Twitch gave him a bunch of money, and then Doc also initiated the lawsuit. So if he initiated the lawsuit, and then on top of that, there was no criminal proceedings at all for messaging a minor and then planning to meet up with them at TwitchCon, that's illegal just fundamentally. So, like, all of these things didn't happen, and I think that people kind of gloss over that just to come to whatever conclusion that they large email leak just released. Oh, really? Okay, let's see what happened. Yeah, basically, Doc was talking to a 17-year-old that he didn't know was 17. The message interpretations were interpreted negatively by people who didn't like Doc to begin with at Twitch. And Doc sued them because they broke data protection internal policy. And also that he sued them because he still didn't want it to get out because he was worried it would still make him look bad. And, yeah, what were the messages? Well, we're never going to know. Internally, the argument on their side became, why else would he be messaging someone that young, implying only a sinister perspective? For avoidance of doubt, there was no sexting as implied by a former Twitch employee. There were messages, but not of that nature. So if this is true, Doc didn't do anything wrong, really. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. Like, it's unequivocal. If. Yeah, obviously fucking if. What do you mean if? What do you're emphasizing this. No shit if. What the fuck do you think? Of course there's an if. Duh. Read the third paragraph. The messages were business related. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah. The transcripts were part of the court proceedings and, as outlined, show no wrongdoing nor illegality. I'm sure this will be confirmed or denied, you know, soon. Doc tweeted. Oh boy, here we go. Doc finally tweeted. All right, let's see it. The Twitch ban. Oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. All right, let's read it. Regarding the Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Game Studio. A lot of people are left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people with high career ambitions and families. I'd never want to jeopardize the culture that we've carefully crafted. Everyone's been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Okay, here it is. As I said, I knew it was going to come out. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved in a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband and a father, and it should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. That was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone who knows me knows that I stand on these things with these types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I have from even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I think I've said what needed to be said for the ban itself. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team and industry friends that I've supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said this all sooner. You guys have always showed me love throughout the years, and I love you guys can't imagine. I have the fucking best community in the circle. It's made you uncomfortable. I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know that I've always appreciated you. But trust me whenever I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with no real-life social experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight lifted off my shoulders. They want to make me disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Did he know that they were a minor? Like, that's kind of a big deal to me, right? Did he know that? He did? There's no instance that happened. It sounds like it. Sounds implied that he did. Okay, so we don't know that. Yeah, a document posted by former Twitch employee said that he doesn't. I mean, to me, that's a huge difference, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? That's like a massive, huge difference that, like, did he know it or not know it? Yeah, sounds like some sexual topics came up with the minor. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's an insane difference. Yeah, it's crazy. People are saying, like, it's not a difference. It absolutely is. 100%. He clearly knew it? Well, I don't know. He just edited the tweet and took the minor part out. Let me see. Yeah, he did. Individual minor back then. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why he would do that. I just want to know if he knew, right? I mean, like, did he know that? How old was the person? If he was so bothered, he should just publish the content of the messages. He can't, because he can't access his Twitch account. And I bet Twitch probably doesn't. Oh, no, Twitch would have the messages. Oh, well, I guess maybe he would too, because they would have been in the court documents that he could access. Yeah, probably sealed. And yeah, I don't think he should publish them, to be honest with you. Because, if it was communications with a minor, like, I don't want to see, like, a kid's, like, messages, right? Why'd they ban him 3 years after it happened? He edited it back. It doesn't look like it was edited back. See latest post. Oh yeah, he added it back. Okay. That's oh god. Oh, the 2-time. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of shocking that like after all of these years we finally know. I don't know what constitutes as inappropriate in American law. Sexting, do we really not know what he wrote? Also, do we... pretty sure explicitly sexting minors is legal, so if Doc was not prosecuted, he likely did not explicitly sex them. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that seems... It's very... Yeah. I don't know anything of the incident. I'd say it's definitely weird. I mean, I'll tell you that for sure, right? It's obviously weird. Now, like, if he had no idea that it happened, and, like, he didn't know this person was a minor, like, yeah, he's still an idiot for doing it, for sure, but, like, it takes, like, the bad scale from, like, I don't know. Like, it takes it down a number of notches to me, right? Because, like, doing something with intent is very different than doing it unknowingly. And, like, that's literally the basis of the law is intent, right? And so I think that's a pretty important component here. And I wish I knew what the answer to that was. So Twitch can spy on us like that? Yes. Absolutely. You should never expect any messages that you do on like on a social media website. Like, absolutely. It's not even a question. Yes. Whether that's on Twitter or Twitch or anything. Absolutely. X can, of course they can. Not only can they, but in a lot of cases, they're obligated to. Like, you know that they have, like, algorithms for detecting, like, pictures and, like, if something is, like, a, form of porn or something like that. They use that for DMs as well. They do, like, and it's the same thing with, like, threats, like terrorism. Yeah, there's trigger words. Absolutely. There's never been an expectation of privacy in DMs from the company that you're DMing the person on. Unless it's explicitly stated that you have that expectation, then you don't. And I think that, in fact, in most cases, it's explicitly stated that you don't. Asmon doesn't know what end-to-end encryption is? I don't need to. Why would I need to know what encryption is? Yeah, I'm very confused. What does that have to do with Twitter? People really think they have privacy rights on social media platforms? I don't know what they're thinking, but yep, there it is. As I said, I think that this is, like he admitted that it leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. That's definitely bad. I think it's a big deal whether he knew about this or not. I think that's like a huge factor. But other than that, there it is.